What up, y'all? It's your girl Rihanna, and today I am back with another video. So today's video, I'm going to be giving some advice to some up-and-coming freshmen or just high schoolers in general. I have all my key points on my notes. Yeah, I got all of. I don't know if y'all can see it. I got all of them right there. Okay, so for people who don't know, I just graduated high school in May. I'm going to be going to college in 2 weeks, actually. So, yeah. So, my first tip is to stay on top of your work. I know everybody be like, oh, in high school, you could just, turn in an assignment late, do this, do that, do that. But them late assignments add up. Not doing your assignments add up. Do your assignments, you guys. Okay? It's way easier to manage, what assignments are due this day. Oh, if I finish that today, I'll have the rest of the week off. It's very easy to manage that. And when you turn your assignment in on time, because most teachers they don't give you the full credit if you turn it in late. Turn it in on time, you get the full credit. Whether that's a full 100, a 60, a 80, you get your full credit. So yeah, stay on top of your work. Ask for help when you need it. Don't sit there and struggle because you're afraid to ask for help. That's what these teachers, administrators, counselors, that's what everybody's here for. Everybody is here to help you, not to sit there and watch you fail, But yes, ask for help when you need it. I remember a time I never asked for help. Did that get me anywhere? No. Okay. I was failing, and we're not even going to speak on that. But ask for help, y'all. Because it's never good to just sit there and you see everybody else understanding something, and you're just sitting there like, I don't understand it. Oh, I got a mic. I'm sorry. I forgot to say that. I hope the audio is actually very good. But I got a mic. Get organized. And this is coming from somebody who didn't start getting organized until their senior year. When you're not organized and you're just, the kids are back from school, but when you're not organized and you're just sitting there going with the flow, you're going to mix up some stuff, okay? There's a time and place where I had literally 4 core classes in one semester, and baby, I was mixing up when something was due. It was just a lot going on. So get organized, get a planner, get put it in your notes, put it in your calendar, something like that. Make it a reminder like, hey, you gotta turn this assignment in tomorrow. But yeah, get organized. Organization helps you with a lot of stuff. Learn how to study. These are really tips and stuff that anybody can use, not just high schoolers, middle school, college, stuff like that. But learn how to study. Learn how you study. I didn't learn how to study until my junior year because 9th and 10th grade, I was just going with the flow. 9th and 10th grade year, I was just like, we're going to study 10 minutes before class and see if I get it. No, that helps some people, but it don't help everybody. Study. Make sure you are studying, period. And honestly, the way I study, I like flashcards. I write the term down, or I write something that correlates to that term or anything, or makes sense to me, and I write it down and I just practice with that. Flashcards. Some people just like looking over their notes. Me, I highlight certain parts of my notes that are, important or that I know I'm going to need. Learn how to study. Once you learn how you study, it makes it easier to pass tests, to, understand assignments, pop quizzes, when you have to take your final exam and stuff, it makes it easier, way easier. Choose your friends wisely. Choose your mother-loving friends wisely. Point blank. Oh, point blank freaking period. But yes, choose your friends wisely. When if you're a high school freshman, you're most likely gonna go in there and make hella friends. I did. I went into my ninth grade year. I was friends with almost like half of the whole ninth grade student body. Like I was friends with almost half of them, friends with a lot of like upperclassmen. And then it's like once you transition and stuff and you go to your next grade level, it's like they start to venture off and stuff. And it's okay. It's okay to start off with a big friend group and then dwindle down to have a small circle, but know who you're being friends with. If your priorities and their priorities do not line up, stop being friends with them. Period. You don't know how many people I had to cut off because they just want to go. They want people to, do their work for them. They don't want to understand nothing. They just want to get through high school just to get through and be like, yeah, I got my degree. No, I got my diploma. My bad. No, you can't do that if you don't understand what's going on. You know. That's my mom. Y'all can't hear. I hope I can. Yeah, and like I said, it's okay if your circle starts to get smaller and smaller. That makes it's understandable. It makes sense. It happens. Okay, it happens. It's not nothing crazy. It happens. Be kind. I cannot stress this enough. Be kind. Be kind to everybody, not just your students, not just your peers. Be kind to your teachers also. Being disrespectful to your teachers don't get you nowhere. That don't get you brownie points. That don't get you cool points. That gets you thrown out the classroom. That gets you taken out the class. That gets you suspended. Being kind gets you a long way. I really hope I said that previous sentence correctly. But yeah, being kind gets you such a long way. Like, for example, me, I'm really gonna be referring to a lot of stuff when it comes to me personally. Me, I was kind of everybody. I was kind of teachers, students, staff. I was kind of everybody, and that got me a lot of places. Like me being nice and saying like, "Oh yeah, hey, good morning. Hope you have a great day." Blah, blah, blah. That got me places. That got me on field trips that I wasn't even supposed to be on. That got me into like after school clubs that I wasn't even supposed to be in. That got me places. Being nice gets you somewhere. And I'm not saying, oh, be a pushover. I'm not saying let people talk to you in any type of way. I'm just saying when you are meeting somebody, you don't know them, they don't know you giving them a stank face is not cute. You talking about them is not cute. That's not cute. That don't get you nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Be nice, be kind. Everybody deserves a little kindness in their life. Um, let's get into the drama. Don't get into any type of drama. That's one main thing. Don't get into any type of drama. Don't, like, real talk. Drama. Stay out the drama. Period. Drama doesn't get you nowhere. Like, all of this stuff doesn't mean if you're in drama, people are just gonna know you for being into drama. They're not gonna know you. Like, if you're very smart, they're not gonna care about that. They're like, didn't you fight that girl last week? Hey, didn't so and so say that about you? Like, no, no. You don't want to be known as the person that's always in drama. Now, being messy, like, okay, there's a big difference between being in drama and talking about drama. Me, I don't be in the drama, but I talk about it. If I find out about it, I'm going to talk about it. You can't stop me from talking about it, but I'm not going to insert myself into it. I'm not going to step into it and go talk to the person that's involved in the drama. Be like, hey, they saying this, that, and the right about you. No, that's you being messy. That's you inserting yourself into the drama. You don't want that, especially in high school, especially your freshman year. You don't want that. Period. Um, yeah, don't get caught up in the drama. It's okay to be a little messy. It's okay to be a little like, oh, you know about that? Tell me a little slime. It's okay, but don't go inserting yourself into that. Don't go running your mouth to the people that's in the drama. Period. That don't get you nowhere. That gets you beat up or talked about. You don't want none of that. Okay. Your mental health. It is okay to take breaks. Period. That's coming from a girl who took heck of mental health breaks, mental days. Like once I got into like 10th, 11th. Child, let's see if I can finish this video out. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Mental health. Remember, take lots and lots of breaks if you need them. Before you take them breaks, make sure you understand how your school's attendance system works. Is my mic still on? It is. Make sure you know how your school attendance works. Like, for example, my school, you can, if you miss like a couple of days, you gotta like bring in a note from like your doctor, but you only get 10 written excuses, 10 doctor notes. After that, it's done. You know, once you miss too many days, now it's time for you to ring up. But yeah, your mental health plays a big part in how you go about your high school years and how you go about the rest of your life. Period. And GPA, your GPA matters. Don't listen to nobody who says it doesn't matter. Don't listen. No, your GPA matters. That's why in the beginning, when I said stay on top of your work, stay on top of your work. Your GPA plays a big part in how your life goes from how the rest of your life go. Honestly, like with a good GPA, you can get into a great college. Example, me, I graduated high school with 4.0. Before that, when I was applying for colleges, I had a 3.9, and I was getting accepted just like that. It wasn't a lot. You know, I didn't have to do a lot. Yeah, I don't mind how I'm leaning on that. But yeah, I didn't have to do a lot. You know, I ain't had to send in no essays and then I just got accepted. With a good GPA, you get better scholarships because your GPA is good. Like, you get academic scholarships. So yes, your GPA plays a big part in how your rest of your high school goes. Okay. And then with a good GPA, baby, you know how many cores you can get with that. I got two different cores for a good GPA. That's, you know what I'm saying. Watch what you post online. I have a spam account. I post what I want on that account because it's private, and only people who have it are like close friends of mine. But you have to watch what you post online because colleges watch they watch your Instagram. They watch what you post to, get a feel of how you are. You don't want to post nothing incriminating because that college is going to either contact you. Like, let's say, for example, let's say my college, let's say, they're checking my Instagram and I done posted, oh, I'm outside with a Don Julio bottle. Like, oh, let's turn up. Now I'm getting an email talking about how this is disorderly and all that. Especially if you want to join a sorority or a fraternity, watch what you post online. These colleges, they watch. That's what they do. They're supposed to be scouting. That's what they do. That's what they're paid to do. They watch you. They making sure that you are representing your school great. That you're representing your school and not embarrassing it. You know what I'm saying? Just watch what you post online. If you want to post what you want, go get a spam. Make you a spam account. Everybody don't need to know your spam account. Okay? If you want to post what you want, post on your close friends. Just watch what you post online. If you go to my Instagram, my whole feed, all the posts that I've made are like college worthy. Like, the posts aren't crazy, Even my highlights aren't crazy either, from what I remember. I don't think they're crazy. But yeah, I watch what I post. So yeah, just watch what you post online because colleges are going to be looking. Get involved. Get involved into your school, whether that's sports, after school activities, anything. Get involved. It looks better on your college application, for one. Two, it helps you make more friends. If you have a problem with making friends in a regular school environment, join something. You're gonna make more friends, or you're gonna make more acquaintances. And like most of the time, you get scholarships for certain after school activities. Like, if you do sports, there's hella sports scholarships. There's hella ways that you get into college, which is doing sports. You just have to do that sport while you're in college. It's like it's some activities that can get you that can get you scholarships or college, acceptances. It's okay to not have everything figured out by your senior year. I can't use me as an example because I knew what I wanted to do when I was in 10th grade. I just did more research and found out my specific field when I was in 11th grade. But it's okay to not know what you want to do. It's okay to still be figuring out your life because at the end of the day, we are still kids. We are still teenagers learning how to navigate life. You're not supposed to have everything figured out. You're not supposed to be like, yeah, I want to do this. You may have an idea of what you want to do and then it can change. And it's okay. Like when you go to college, it's okay to change your major. My 12th grade English teacher, she changed her major probably 3 times while she was in college. Now, is that more money out of your pocket? Yes. But it is okay. You're still learning. You're still learning as you go. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's okay to fail. Me, I had this problem. That was my problem in high school. I didn't know that it was okay to not pass everything. It's okay to fail certain things. When you fail stuff, you grow. It helps you grow as a person, and especially as a student. Failing is a part of life. You're not supposed to nail everything on the head like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to fail. Just not all the time. Don't do it all the time. If you're failing all the time, go get you a tutor. Okay? But yes, it's okay to fail sometimes. It's okay because, like I said, when you fail, you grow. And you grow as a person, a student, all that. Last but not least, enjoy high school. Okay, this is coming from a certain person who just graduated 2 months ago. Enjoy it. Me, I enjoyed my high school years. You know, some people say, "Oh, I ain't like high school." Don't listen to them. Enjoy it. Do what you have to do. Be fun. Make friends. Go out. Do what you got to do. You know, enjoy being a high schooler. Enjoy not paying for everything. Enjoy it because once you leave out of high school, you'll be like, "Dang, I wish I did this." Dang, you know, dang, I low key miss him. Like, you know, it's stuff like that. Not him, them. Like, you low key miss them. You're supposed to be missing no man or no girl. But yeah, enjoy high school. You're only in high school one time. And let me not say what I'm gonna say. But you're only in high school one time. You can only live out your teenage years once. You do not get a redo or a do over unless you just failed high school in general. But yes, don't rush it. Do not rush the high school experience unless you like really need to. Unless you really need to get out of your house because it's unsafe or it's toxic, then by all means do what you gotta do. But really, real talk, don't rush your high school years. Like I said, you only get one experience for high school. Even if you do high school over again, it's not gonna be the same. You know, you're not. Like I said, enjoy high school. I enjoyed it. High school was like, yes, it had a lot of downs, but it also had a lot of ups. High school was my. If I could go back to my ninth grade year, if I could go back to 2021, I would read everything all over again. And yeah, yeah, that's it really. That's my advice to y'all. I hope it does something for y'all. I hope you guys navigate through your high school years with a better mindset and everything like that. Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and drop down in the comments what other videos y'all want to see. Drop down in the comments if this was a good advice video. If y'all have some more advice for high schoolers or just people in general who are going to school, drop that in the comments. But yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in for another video, y'all. Bye.